钻石跟5块钱的铜板，如果埋在地底下的话，那个价值是一样的。永不放弃，成功属于坚持到底的人。只有当我们真正去相信安利的时候，我们才可能有这个力量，有这个说服力，让别人也跟我们一样看到安利，相信安利。26岁，年轻人充满着梦想。所以在1978年加入了安利这个事业，我做了决定，我绝对不会让人家影响，我绝对不会让别人偷夺了我的梦。And with is my business. 能够跟志同道合的人一起工作，就是一种快乐。能够分享，能够鼓励别人，能够帮助别人，也是一种快乐。我们做安利，我们要全方位的成功人生。 市场是无限的，每一个人都有机会成为皇冠大师。
Crandall Global, no, the man who presented Crandall Global to all of us. Founders, Crown Ambassador in 3 countries. Let's all rise and welcome on stage the legendary Mr. FOO KEAN!
Hi, good afternoon. I'm sure all of you have a very fruitful afternoon. Today's session, it was really fantastic. We have so many good speakers, especially our guest speaker, Double Diamond, Bobby from Thailand. Bobby is definitely one of our most successful leader in our organization. And just now I have briefly listened to his presentation, and the way he answered the question is really fantastic. And also I want to congratulate all of you because you have achieved 21% and above. In other words, your level of success minimum is 21% and above. And I'm really proud of you. And I'm sure you are very proud of yourself. Why not all of you give yourself a big round of applause? Now, it's not easy to become 21%er, okay? A lot of people have been, doing very hard, have set their goal and wanted to achieve 20%, but very few people did it. And you have achieved it, okay? And and in fact, many of you have already achieved more than just a silver producer. You are a gold producer, you are platinum, and or even emerald, or even some of you are diamond. But I believe that you are not satisfied, right? And I believe that you have set goals to become emerald or diamond. In fact, we have more or less trying to help all of you to become diamond. So we kind of promote, that we want all of you to become diamond by 2028. So that 2028 is Cardo 50 years anniversary. And I really hope that, I believe that all of you have set that goal, to become diamond by 20, at least diamond, because some of you already achieved diamond. So for those who have already achieved diamond, you want to go further, you want to become a double, triple, or even crown ambassador. And so by 2028, you become a diamond. Don't forget, this is very important because once you qualify diamond by 2028, 2029, MWA 70, MWA 70 years anniversary, you will automatically qualify to attend MWA Diamond meeting or Diamond Invitational Forum, and you will be the special guest. You'll be invited by MWA. I don't know where, but definitely it's going to be one of the most exciting locations. So do you think you can do it? Do you think you can make it? The point here is, you know how to set goals. I believe you have set that goal, at least to be an emerald. But the point here is, sometimes it's not easy, Emerald direct distributor. Many people have set that goal, but somehow didn't make it. There are many reasons why people fail. Well, I'm not going to tell you the reason, but today I'm going to share with you how you can make your goal come true, how you can achieve emerald. Now, listen, very important, okay? Because I believe, in fact, that's my dream, that if you listen carefully and if you can follow what I'm going to share with you today, you not only can become emerald, you can go beyond emerald, and then definitely you're going to be diamond by 2028. In fact, that's my dream, that I want to have all of you to become a diamond by 2028. It's all possible. Yes, you can do it. You can become emerald and you can become diamond. But why I said just now that many set goals and didn't make it? Well, it is because when you set your goal to be an emerald, you got to ask yourself, is your goal realistic or not? Sometimes we get excited, we attend a meeting, or because of the encouragement or inspiration from our upline, we set goal. So we kind of follow everybody. I want to be emerald by next year. But when you set that goal, for example, let's say maybe 2 years ago, you set that goal. You want to become emerald this year, and you didn't make it. And then this year you set again, you want to be emerald by next year, and then you may not make it again. And if you keep on setting goal and keep on failing, I tell you, you will lose confidence in yourself. Not only you lose confidence in yourself, your group will lose confidence in you. That's why I want you to listen carefully. Don't simply set goal, because once you set your goal, you better be serious and make sure that your goal is realistic. Now, probably you have some question, You are already a silver producer. You are already a platinum. So to set an emerald goal is realistic, am I right? But don't forget, when we talk about goal setting, it got to have a time frame. You cannot say, I want to be an emerald. When do you want to be an emerald? By next year or by 2025? So probably most of you have set your goal. You want to be an emerald by 2023, that means next year. But the point here is that realistic or not? To some of you, it's realistic, but probably to some of you, it is not realistic. You think, or you ask yourself this question, how many leaders do you have that are committed? If you have only 2 committed leaders, 2 12%, or maybe 1 15%, and the third one is still far, far behind, do you think you can achieve emerald by next year? This month is October. If you want to achieve emerald by next year, you got to have all your 3 committed leaders qualify 21% by March next year. Do you think you have enough time or not? Your third leader don't know where is he at the moment. You get my point or not? So if you do not have the structures, my advice to you is your emerald goal is not realistic. Maybe you should change it to 2024. It's more realistic, am I right? At least it gives you enough time so that you, within these next few months, you can, sponsor and then look for leaders that you can work with and help them to become a direct distributor and help you to become emerald by 2024. So ladies and gentlemen, don't simply set your goal and don't simply follow, everybody go and announce, I want to be emerald by next year. Check first whether it's realistic or not. Well, 2024 is a good year, am I right? 2022, you have enough time. You are already a silver producer. I said just now already that you should be very proud of yourself because not too many people can qualify 21%. That means you have the ability, you have the attitude, you have the know-how, you have the success. You should be very proud of yourself. That if you can qualify 20, of course you can become emerald. I want you to believe that you definitely can become an emerald, but maybe not 2023, but definitely you can make it to by 2024 or at least 2025. So seriously, tonight I want you to go back, maybe discuss with the upline or maybe to your spouse that you set your goal seriously and then follow my advice. Trust me, okay? You follow what I'm going to share with you, you definitely can become emerald. And probably beyond, and maybe one day, not say one day, but 2028, you can become a diamond direct distributor. Now, you see, you are silver producer, right? Okay. If you set your goal to be platinum, should not be a big problem. It's within your control. You can achieve it by yourself. Okay? You don't have to depend on others. It's up to you. You can make that decision. You are silver producer, you need a few more months, you can qualify as a direct distributor. In fact, most of the silver producer, if they do it right, they should be able to become, platinum. But to become emerald direct distributor is not up to you. You can't do it alone, by yourself. You cannot control, because your success depending on the success of your downline. You need to have 3 front line that qualify a direct distributor, right? So in other words, you got to help 3 of your leaders to become platinum, to help you to become an emerald direct distributors. So it's not up to you to say, so, I want to be emerald by this year or by next year. First, you need to have the structure, okay? That means you need to find 3 active, committed leaders first. 3, whether 9, 12, or 15, but it doesn't matter, as long as they are committed, and as long as, they have they're serious about, becoming successful in the emerald business. So if you do not have yet at this stage, my advice to you is you better keep sponsoring. That should be your priority. Yes, you can learn, how to drive your group, how to motivate your downline, how to help your people to grow from 12, 15% to 24%. But I think the most important job that you need to do is you got to continue sponsoring new people. Somehow, we have neglected that, okay? And when you become silver producer or platinum, you spend almost 80% or 90% of your time learning or working with your leaders. But your leaders, you have only 2 committed downline who have the potential to become platinum. That's not good enough. Even these 2, maybe 2 years later or 1 year later, become platinum. You are still not an emerald. That's why many leaders, when they achieve platinum, they stay at platinum level for a long, long time. Because they have only 1 or 2 platinum down the line. And you'll be at platinum for a long, long time. So my advice to you is, you better spend most of your time sponsoring new people. Find the structure first. Of course, you should continue to learn or to work with your existing leaders, whether 1 or 2, I don't care. But at the same time, you keep sponsoring to find the new one, okay? Hopefully, you can find the 3rd committed leaders by next year. That will help you to become emerald by 2024. And it's all possible. If you can become silver producer, you have the ability, you have the experience, you can sponsor people. Of course, you can. The only thing is you may not put the emphasis on sponsoring new people. And that's the reason why, you may not make it to emerald. So my advice to you is keep sponsoring until you find the 3rd one or the 4th one. Build the structure first. And let's assume that you already have the structure. Or maybe you have 2, that it's okay, all right? And so you work with the 2, but at the same time, you keep sponsoring and trying to find the 3rd one. But the next thing I'm going to share with you is, even you have the structure, remember, okay, you cannot make people successful. You can inspire your leaders, you can help your leaders, you can help them to set their goal. But you cannot set goal for them. Unfortunately, most of us make the mistake. Because you are so eager, you wanted to become emerald. So you set your goal to become emerald by 2023, 2024, 2025. So you assume that, your three leaders also wanted to become platinum by 2023 or 2024. It's not necessary. Am I right? Okay? You better respect your leaders. Leave it to them. You learn to inspire them, learn to, help them, to motivate them, but they have to set goal for themselves. Don't set goal for them. They have to set goals out of their own will, not yours. You get my point? So this is very important. Otherwise, chances are you may fail again. Okay? So now if you understand what I emphasize, and I'm assuming that, maybe a few months later, finally you get 3 or 4 really committed leaders and really inspire them, and they are serious about, they want to become a platinum. Remember, they want to become platinum. Is their goal. If you can do that, and if you successfully inspire them or help them, motivate them to set their goal, you have very good chance to become emerald by 2023 or by 2024. It depends on when you have the 3 committed groups that are ready. I keep saying this phrase and I learned from Rich DeVos. We cannot make people successful. Okay? But somehow, leaders have the kind of misconception, we want to make our leaders successful. So a lot of leaders are very eager to learn, so-called technique or skill or methods. Hey, many of you have been in the business for a long, long time, am I right? Many of you have attended so many different training seminars. You learn from various successful leaders from Thailand, leaders from China, even from everywhere, or even from other organizations. You attended so many different kinds of training. So you have learned a lot. Sometimes you got confused. Do you think you have enough knowledge or not? I tell you, maybe yes, you have enough knowledge. You may have enough know-how. What I'm going to share with you today is, in fact, sometimes it's not lack of know-how, lack of skill or methods. I think to me, is lack of motivation. Do you know that Amway, just like all other businesses, there are a lot of challenges, okay? A lot of obstacle problems. You and your downline. So now you want to help, you want to learn, right? You want to learn from me, you want to learn from Bobby, how to help your committed leaders to move up from 12 to 15 and then eventually to 20%. So you are asking this question. But to me is, you need to know how to motivate them. Motivation, I think, is something that you need to learn. Do you have the power of motivating people or not? Do you know how to motivate people? Okay? Do you know that, we spend a lot of our time learn what? Product knowledge, yes. And then skill, especially, nowadays we use social media. So you spend a lot of time how to use social media, to sponsor, to help downline, blah, blah, blah. And you spend a lot of time, how to speak, how to give a good presentation. But I tell you what, if you really want to have the power of motivation, you follow what my suggestion That is very old thoughts. I call it 2020. In fact, if you listen to my talk for the last 40 years, almost the same. I never change. I learned from Rich Divorce 2020. It means 20 prospects, 20 customers, 20 distributors. But I want to make it, I want to simplify it, okay? I want to simplify it. I always want to mention, success is simple. I don't make it complicated, okay? So I want to simplify the 2020 vision by modify it to 20 loyal customer, 20 loyal user. You have a lot of customers. You have a lot of users. You have a lot of ABOs, am I right? But do you have 20 loyal users or not? I'm talking about frontline. How many of you have ever thought of having 20 regular loyal customers? I don't care whether they are your leaders or they are your ABOs or they are your, retailers or they are your customers. You got to have 20 regular loyal users. You know why this is so important? Because if you have 20 loyal users, I tell you, you'll be 21% every month. You are making money. In fact, if you have 20 loyal users, 20, that means you have 23%, some are 6%, some are 9%. Can you imagine 20? Frankly speaking, if you can have that kind of organization, your volume will be ruby volume. You are very profitable. I tell you, many of our leaders working so hard. And every time, the last 3 days, got to call, got to, home meeting, got to chase order. Very tired. That's not the right way to do your Amway business. Okay? I want you to enjoy the business. Do it in such a way that, you feel so comfortable, so relaxed. The last days you can enjoy. Forget about chasing the volume. Because if you do that, you become very tired. Every month you chase, to make sure that you qualify 20%. And then many of the so-called platinum, only 6 months, 21%. You are not profitable. Now, I want you to understand that profitability is the key. If you make 20 loyal buyers, you will automatically be 20%. In fact, chances are you will achieve ruby volume. Because if you do that, your 12%, your key leaders will follow you. And your key leader also have, good volume. So your, leaders also have good volume, and plus yourself. I tell you, you should be ruby volume. Otherwise, at least 21%. And if you're 21% every month, Q12, you are very profitable. I tell you, there's no other way that can motivate people better than money. Nothing better than performance bonus. You get what I mean or not? Don't go and listen to people. Oh, you learn this technique, that technique. You want to be a great speaker, tell great stories. Yes, you can be a fantastic speaker. You can tell good stories. You can talk. But initially, yes, you will motivate your downline. But after a while, your downline get tired of your stories. You believe me or not? But money is different because you are making money, okay? You just show your check, show your performance bonus. You inspire all your downline. So this is number one, okay? You got to have 20 loyal buyers. Just now I talk about structures. Now, structure is really very important, okay? So come back to our 4x4. When we talk about structure, you have 3, right? We talk about 3 because you need just 3 to become platinum. You can become emerald already. But why just 3? In the past, we talked about 4x4. The modified format of 4x4 is you have 3 active committed leaders plus yourself. And that's the key. Because you are the driving force behind. Okay? In the past, we emphasize, 4 frontline, and then we try to push the 4 frontline to move from 12, 15, and then to 20%. I tell you, you just can't push noodle or spaghetti around. Okay? You got to lead them. So, to me, is so-called 4x4. The best way is you have 3 committed leaders, but you yourself is the 4th one. Theoretically, this is the best. If you have 3 12% frontline, and you yourself maintain 12%. So I want to emphasize here that you keep reminding yourself that you as a leader, you must always maintain 12%. Beside your 3 key leaders, you must always maintain 12%. So how you achieve your 12%? Because you have 3 6%, and you yourself maintain 6%. I'm not saying that you sell, all the 12% of volume, but you have 3 6% plus you yourself maintain 6%. That's how you qualify 12% yourself. And you set a very good example for your 3 active committed leaders to follow. So that way your 3 committed leaders will continue, to move up. So keep 20 loyal customers or buyers, and then make sure that your structure is solid, 4x4. Now next, beside that, what else do you think is important that can help you to become emerald? In fact, there are no set rules. Really, there are no set rules. You know why? There's no set rules. I've been thinking about this topic quite a while, how I can help all of you, to really become emerald by next year or by 2024, 2025. Seriously, I've been thinking, really seriously, how to do that. And all of you, you are very eager to learn, why so many people qualify and yet you've been working so hard and still, at this 21% level or platinum level. Let me tell you what. I believe you can learn new skills or new methods or new techniques. But I think you remember your 3 leaders, okay? They are unique. The 3 leaders, they are different. Some are young, some are old, some are husband, wife, some are single, some are professional, some are ordinary people. So their backgrounds are different, their attitudes are different, their characters are different, their abilities are different. Some have more contacts, more friends, some have less, some are very confident, some lack of confidence. So what I mean is, your 3 leaders, they are different. That's why I said there's no set rule how to help them to become, successful, to become silver producer, to become platinum. Well, I'm not saying that you shouldn't learn, okay? You should continue to learn, but you got to understand that because each and every one of them, they are different. I'm going to suggest you one way that can help you. That is, since the three of your active leaders, they are different, I think you need a more experienced leader to guide you. This is a concept that I've been introduced lately to a lot of my leaders in other parts of the world. That is, each and every one of you who are serious about becoming emerald, you need to look for a coach. Okay? Because when you are working with your three active leaders, and then each one of them are different, and the situation different, and encounter different challenges and problems, you need someone who has the experience to consult with. So your coach is your mentor. I think this is really important. And then at the same time, when you have a coach, the coach is definitely your upline, okay? Because your upline emerald, every one of you should have to have an upline with an emerald or diamond. No one wants you to be successful than your upline, okay? No one cares more about you than your upline. I think this is very important that number one is you build good relationship with your upline emerald or diamond direct distributor. You build good relationship with them and you respect them. I think this is important. In the past, I think all the while we've been emphasized that, we want to build relationship with our downline, we care about our downline, and we seldom talk about, hey, as an upline, as a leader, I think it's even more important that you build relationship with your upline. It's more important that you respect your upline. And your upline is an emerald direct distributor. You are just a silver producer. Maybe your emerald, your upline, may be younger than you. Maybe you are more successful, your career-wise, you make more money than your upline. Maybe you can talk better than so what? Your upline has got the experience. He's an emerald direct distributor, qualified. He has got a lot of experience. Why not you consult with him? So this is a very important concept. And then when you understand that, in the process of, working with your downline and getting your upline to be the coach to help you, you learn to be a coach. Because you need to coach your downline, your three downline. You need to guide them, to coach them, to help them, so that they can grow and ultimately become silver and ultimately become emerald. You get my point? You agree with me or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
So, look for a coach, okay? And then learn from him or her. And every time when you have a challenge, maybe call him or call her and then discuss with him and her. But there's another thing that I think that you need to learn. Or rather say, you are now a silver producer or platinum, okay? You are now learning to be a coach, to be a mentor or teacher that you want to guide, teach your three downline. And I think, what do you think is important to teach them? I mean, all the while, we try to teach them knowledge, nutritional knowledge, artistry knowledge. We try to teach them how to present the sales and marketing plan, how to invite, how to answer objection. Am I right? So all the while, I think all of us, I think we have learned, not say too much lah, but I think we probably have learned enough of all those so-called skill knowledge. I tell you what, one part that I think we are lacking is to teach our downline to have good attitude. Don't you think so? How much time do you think you spend time to learn how to acquire, how to develop good, positive attitude? Sometimes we don't even know what is good attitude. Frankly speaking, I think attitude is everything. the top 500 company in the world, the CEO been asked, what make you successful? And I tell you, most of them answer attitude. Really, attitude is everything. But attitude need to be learned. As I said just now, Amway business is just like any other conventional business. There are a lot of challenges and problems. We get a lot of no's. It's always very frustrated. And then sometimes your top percenter leaders working very hard, and suddenly maybe one turn negative, then may drop from 12 to 9. That kind of thing happens. So to have a good attitude, I think is important. Otherwise, my experience tell me a lot of leaders, initially very positive, very excited, but once they face some challenges, and then once their business stay stagnant or even going down, the attitude suddenly change. And then suddenly they begin to complain. Ladies and gentlemen, ask yourself this question: do you complain? Do you ever complain? Yes or no? Well, I mean, that's human, okay? It's hard to ask you not to complain. I think sometimes it's good, once in a while we complain about things. But if you're not careful, you become a habit. We complain about everything and anything. So you got to ask us, do you complain a lot? Do you complain? Maybe you even complain too much. It becomes a habit, If you're not careful, you become a so-called chronic complainer. Then you keep complaining. I recall I got one platinum like years ago. A platinum, very successful platinum, but stay at the platinum level for some time and then suddenly turns negative and keep complaining. Every time he talk to me, he complains. He complains about everything. He complains about the market. He complains about the products. He complains about the downline. He complains about the upline. He complains about the company. I tell you what, until one day, I've been thinking how to help him. Because this is bad, This is bad. This is definitely bad attitude. So I give him advice. Very serious talk. I talked to him. I said, look, listen, you have so many complaints, and you are not happy about the business. You are not happy about your downline. But let me ask you one question. You are platinum, And how much do you sell? He said, well, probably about 3-6%. How about the rest of the volume? The rest of the volume from your downline. How can you complain about your downline? Suddenly he got a shock. I said, you cannot complain your downline. You should be very happy that your downlines are producer. He said, oh, my downline not like me. I'm so positive. I come into the meeting. I tell you what, sometimes we if we're not careful, we really become like this. We keep complaining about everything. So I talked to him seriously. I said, look, now you have two choices. One is stop complaining and focus on the solution. Forget about the problems, because there are always problems. Focus on the solution, and then focus on your business and become successful. Next is, you can continue to complain. My advice is, you will never make it. You might say forget about the MLM business and give up. But don't follow me. Maybe I can do that to because I'm too successful compared to him. But for you, if you talk to your downline like that, don't complain. Otherwise, you give up. I tell you, your downline will give up. You get what I mean? I am just quoting this example to let you know that you must learn to develop a good attitude. If possible, do not complain. I think if all of you understand what I am sharing, you stop complaining. Somehow, I think your downline, your organization will learn from you. Then everybody become positive. Everyone of your downline learn not to complain. This, I call it positive attitude. Okay? Now, don't expect your organization to have positive attitude or good attitude if you yourself doesn't have positive attitude. It comes from you. All right? So you have to develop positive, good attitude before you can, get your downline to have that kind of attitude. You cannot make people successful. Some of times, a lot of leaders working very hard, work hard because many of you who really serious about, becoming emerald, do it properly. You can become emerald, definitely, but don't do the wrong way. Like, for example, some even so much so that even sponsor downline and put under them. You can help, you can inspire, but don't ever sponsor people and put under them. In fact, stacking, we call it this stacking. There are some, I heard, there are some people using this called stacking way of trying to build a lake. This is the wrong way, because can you imagine if these people, they do not know each other, they have no relationship, you create a lot of so-called relationship problems. Hey, don't listen to those who go claims that, success is easy, I have a method, I have this way, I have that way. If it's that easy, everywhere you go, you see diamonds already. Why so many few diamonds? Don't listen to these people, I tell you. Success is not easy. Anything worth achieving never come easy. Rather do the hard way, or rather say the proper way. Okay? So build positive attitude. Now, I want to share with you a story. I think 2 months ago, I was back to Malaysia to help celebrate Chan Kuntin's FCA recognition. Now, Chan is definitely one of the most successful FCA in the world of Amway. Okay? Now, he was successful not because he was lucky or he got some special technique or skill, but I tell you what, is his attitude. Just like any one of us, we face a lot of so-called problems. I'm sure you face a lot of problems, okay? But remember, each time when you face a problem, you must remind yourself, okay? Look for solution. Don't focus on the problem. Find a solution. Definitely there are ways to solve your problems. Do not to be afraid of problems. Okay? In fact, the bigger the problems, the better. That is the kind of attitude I have. Elon Musk said, he said, you get paid indirectly proportional to the problems you solve. So, don't worry about problems. In fact, sometimes we should welcome problems, because problems make you strong. Okay? The struggle you are in today are actually helping you to build your strength for your tomorrow's success. Chan faced a lot of problems during his early days. I remember a story. Chan started very slow initially, slow and steady, okay? And then eventually he moved from 6, 9, 12, and then 8 to move up to 18%. And once he qualified 18%, of course, he was really very confident and very excited, and everybody expect him to going on to become 21% the following month. Unfortunately, he dropped from 18% to 9%. I tell you, when someone faced this kind of problem, drop from 18 to 9, it was a big blow to him and to his entire organization. And the worst thing was, the reason why he dropped from 18% to 9% was because his strongest leg, the 15%er, turned negative, not just turned negative, but resign and join other direct selling company. This kind of problem happen everywhere, every one of us, right? So it's the attitude. How are you going to solve this problem? Okay, if you focus on the problem, you can complain, you can cry, you know, hey, my 15% resign, quit and join other direct selling company. And I tell you, the 15% who left him, join other direct selling company, he will probably come back and try to influence his other small little ABO rights. And the 15%, of course, is very powerful compared to his 3-6%. Very powerful, influencing. They are he's very influential. So now, if you're not careful, of course you can join and complain about that, and your whole group will collapse. Am I right? But Chance adopted that kind of attitude. He was so confident. He said, so what? Okay? And his attitude was, he said, look, you can resign and join other company. My solution is I will look for 10 more leaders to replace you. That is the kind of attitude you should have. Am I right? So if one or two of your downline, whether they join other direct selling company or quit or whatever, you don't have to tell your downline, but you have to tell yourself, it's okay. I will find 10 ABO to replace him. If you can have that kind of attitude, you'll be like Chan Kuntin. You know, a few months later, he'll move up to back to 18 and then 21% and Ruby, and ultimately today he's a founder crown ambassador. So attitude, I think, is something that very difficult for me to explain, but you understand me, that you need to spend time to learn how to develop positive attitude and to coach your downline to have positive attitude. I'm not saying that you don't teach them, you don't learn techniques or skill or knowledge. Yes, all the things you continue to do, but I think you should spend more time serious about to develop positive, good attitude. The next thing, I think, I may run out of time, but I think this is really very important. So I still want to spend a bit longer time. Is how I can help you to move to grow faster and grow bigger. Now listen, if you really understand what I am going to share with you later on, it will definitely help you to grow fast and big. There's a theory, or rather there's a thought. Let me quote Bill Gates' talk. He said, every smart entrepreneurs know how to get help from others. Every smart entrepreneurs know how to get help from others. Hey, each and every one of us, each and every one of you, you need to get help from others. Now, you have a coach, you have an upline, you have an emerald to help you, right? But remember, your upline, he has limitation. No one is perfect. No one's know everything. Even you yourself. So, to me is, to get help not just from one person, because he has got his limitation, your upline. And your upline has, he got many other downlines except yourself, beside you, right? He has got many others. He cannot spend all the time to help you. This is a wrong expectation, right? So what I'm trying to explain or hint to you or tell you is, we need a lot of people to help us. You have limitation. You have limited time. You cannot spend all your time to help just one or two. You want to help as many as possible. So if we can, get a lot of people working together to help one another, don't you think that is fantastic? You see, individual can achieve certain degree of success. But if you want to achieve great success, you can be silver producer by yourself, but if you want to become an emerald or diamond or beyond, you need a team. Rockefeller said, I would rather earn 1% of 100 people's effort than 100% of my own effort. So how to get 100 people to help you? The only way is teamwork. So ask yourself this question: do you have a good team to help you or not? To help your downline or not? Each and every one of us need to have a good team. Now, each and every one of you belong to a center. You have developed you have achieved your success because of your center, right? You have learned, you get help from your center, upline, sideline, they help you, you learn from them, and now you are a silver producer. But I tell you what, maybe your center is good, but can you, or do you think you can help to make your center, your team, to become better team? What's so important to have a successful team? The secret of a great team is we can help ordinary ABOs to achieve extraordinary results. You see the point here or not? If you have a great teams, that means your downline, maybe they are ordinary people, but they can achieve extraordinary results. If we can have that kind of team, hey, every one of your downline can grow faster and bigger. Don't you think teamwork is important? But who help your team to become great or successful? You can play a very important part. Hey, my dear leaders, sometimes we have forgotten. So we thought, I belong to a team, I belong to my centers, and you all depends on your upline to organize meeting, to organize activities, and then they organize great meeting, and then you place them. They organize lousy meeting, you complain. That's not the right attitude. I want you to remember, okay, each and every one of yourself can contribute a lot to your center. And I think I want you to, really make up your mind, because that is going to affect your future. If each and every one of you in your center have this mindset to contribute, to help, to support the upline, to support the leaders or sideline or whatever, to have the goal in mind that to build a great successful team, I tell you, your center will be different. Now, all the while, I think we have the misconception. We thought that, we just need to depend on a few great speakers, and we can have good centers because we have good meetings, good speakers. a successful center or meeting doesn't merely depending on good speakers. Yes, good speakers important. I always want to, arrange a committed, excited, enthusiastic leader to give the speech. But to me, it's not the speakers that make the center or the team great. It's the people, it's you. It's the atmosphere. It's the meeting before meeting. It's the meeting after meeting. It's the atmosphere. Each and every one of you can really contribute a lot. Can you imagine, I don't care how big is your center or how small is your center. If every of the leaders, you love your centers, never complain about your center. If you complain about your center or about Abla, you do not deserve to be in your center. Okay? You do not deserve to be in your center. Your center only help you to become silver producer. How can you complain about your center, right? So, develop this kind of attitude. Don't complain about your upline or your centers. Don't say negative things, okay? Contribute. When you come to the meetings, bring your excitement, your enthusiasm. Come with a smiling face. Offer your friendly handshake. Greet everybody. Talk to one another. If each and every one of you have that kind of attitude, your center would be different. Can you imagine? Every one of your of the leaders are friendly and are happy. The atmosphere is really fantastic. This is what Henry Ford said it before, that if everyone moves forward together, success take care of itself. If every of the leaders, I don't care whether it's a silver producer, platinum or emerald or a top, as long as all of them, because start from you. Don't demand other 12% or 20% or your upline to have that kind of mental attitude. Start from you. Okay? I always believe that, if you can do that, you inspire the rest. I hope that, all your silver producer in your group listen to this session. Because if they listen, they'll get this concept. They will understand. They play a very important role. They can help to make the team great and successful and excited. If all of you can do that, well, you have a great team. And every time when you bring a new people to the center, they want to come back again. They're touched by you, touched by the atmosphere, touched by the leaders. Oh, I love this place. It's like a magnet, They attract people. People are positive. People are friendly. People are excited. Don't you think it's really fantastic? But ask yourself this question: is your center like that or not? If not, why not start from you? Do something about that help your center to become a center like that. Last but not least, if you are serious about making emerald by next year or by 2024, I can assure you, you can do it if you follow my last advice. Why people set goal and fail is because they have goal, but they have forgotten about dreams. Hey, Amway is for dreamers. I hope my last talk will inspire you that go back and think why you join Amway. I think dream is important. You can set your goal, but you will never achieve your goal if you do not have the dreams to drive. There's a saying that a dreams is a motivational force, but goal is action that help you to achieve your goal, achieve your dream. Okay, so let's go hand in hand. Dreams and goal. You cannot just have goals without dreams. You cannot just have dreams without goal. Both are equally important. So now you have attended this training and you learn how to set goal. Now I want you tonight to go back and think about what is your dreams. And I hope that you have big dreams. I think that is very important. That remind me when I first started, I got very big dreams. I want to buy cars, sports cars. I want to buy a big house. I want to travel around the world. I wanted to retire young. In fact, I said the goal, if I qualify diamond, I want to retire at the age of 40. Things like that. In fact, I got a very, very big dream that at that time inspired a lot of youngsters. I've been telling a lot of people that if I qualify and become successful, I am going to buy myself a Porsche car and drive around in Europe for 1 year. Don't you think it's fantastic? I tell you, each and everyone have, I mean, you love different things, okay? You not necessarily to follow the way I set my goal. But what I'm trying to say is dreams that inspire me, inspire my organization. Yes, we face challenges, problems, but somehow all these problems and challenges are nothing because we are so excited, okay? Oh, that's big dream. So I took only 27 months and I qualified diamond direct distributors. And after I qualified diamonds, I enjoy my life. I travel here, I travel there. I relax for almost half a year or even 1 year. But after that, I come back. You know why? I was inspired by my upline, Dr. Jerry. He encouraged me, to come back and work again. He said, "Foo, why not you try to qualify double diamond?" And he started to help me to dream. He said, "It is important to qualify double diamond because when you qualify double diamond, you can fly first class." How many of you have ever fly first class? And I tell you, for those of you who have never have a chance, that should be that should be a dream that you should have, okay? Especially with the new aircraft, Singapore Airlines 380, Boeing 380. You can even take shower in the air. So when Dr. Jerry talked about, when you fly first class, the service was really fantastic. You can eat caviar. At that moment, I didn't even know what is caviar. Caviar with champagne or vodka. I tell you, I was really imagining, hey, I must qualify double diamond so that I can fly first class. Hey, dream really motivated me and motivated my group. You have all the knowledge and all the skill and all the method, but you do not have the dream. Or your dream is so small. Famous German writer Goethe said it before. Dream no small dreams because they have no power to move the hearts of men. So if you want to dream big. Okay? So ladies and gentlemen, even today, you listen to me, you can feel that I have the power because I have big dreams, okay? Of course, I achieved most of my dreams, whether house or cars or traveling around the world. Now my dream is even bigger because I want to help my distributors. I want to help you, okay? I want to help as many people as possible. So I've got a very big dream. I got 44 years of MOE experiences. So I want to help as many as possible. But just dream alone is not good enough. I want to set goal, okay? I've been telling you the whole time that, how to set goal, how to achieve goal. So maybe you will ask me, Mr. Foo, what is your goal? Yes, I have a goal, okay? Now, listen. I've been changing my goal all the while. I achieve diamond and then try for double diamond and achieve double diamond and then I go try to achieve crown ambassador and I achieve crown ambassador and I set another goal to achieve another crown ambassador. When I achieve the 2 crown ambassador, then I try the 3rd crown ambassador. In fact, I'm I qualified 4 founder council member in the world, 4 markets founder council member. So it's no point for me to achieve another founder council member in another market. So because with the GAR, it's a new recognition program. All right. Now, you see, MOE has set so-called FAA points to encourage those who qualify FCA and above to earn the FAA bonus. And do you know that the highest or the cap by MOE was 150 FAA points? So you can imagine to achieve 150 FAA points is, I do not know how many FAA points do you have, but to achieve 150 FAA points is not that easy, okay? I just want to share with you today, I've got more than 700 FAA points. And I still set goal. And my goal is to achieve 1,000 FAA points. I hope I can inspire all of you. I can help all of you to have big dreams, to set big goals. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my end of the message. That if you follow what I share with you today, you too can become emerald, diamond, or even beyond. All the best to you, and see you at the top. Give back to the MC.